I have a bad update, a sad update rather, a fallen hero. Folks, I have confirmation that they arrested Sandwich Chad. They have, in fact, arrested Sandwich Chad. He's being charged with felony assault for hitting a man with a goddamn sandwich. Yeah, an actual honest-to-God felony. You know, Donald Trump can be a felon 34 times over for stealing millions of dollars and misusing campaign funds. But, you know, if a guy uses a sandwich, God forbid, and gets it on a cop, felony. Was the sandwich loaded? Yeah, how much sauce was on that bad boy?
I don't want Gavin Newsom, either. I do wanna say, though, that you sorta look like a gamer girl Ariel from The Little Mermaid with that fan running.
You know, I wasn't fishing for that, pun intended, but I will take it, Zia Spots, and thank you for the membership. Really appreciate it. Never mind, free the homie, right? Look, it shouldn't be a crime just because he can't outrun a very angry pig, okay? Now, I will say one thing. This was posted by the New York Post and then got amplified by the Attorney General of the United States. Sandwich Chad literally attracted the attention of one of the most powerful people in the country for hitting a cop with his sandwich. If you touch any law enforcement officer, we will come after you. I just learned that this defendant worked at the Department of Justice. No longer. Not only is he fired, he's been charged with a felony. This is an example of how the deep state we have been up against for and then it goes on in that way, right? But like, Pam Bondi is trying to say that the deep state hit that police officer with the sandwich. That wasn't just any sandwich. It was a deep state sandwich. So presumably it had extra sauce on it. But like, this is ridiculous. Also, that makes Sandwich Chad even chatter. Like, dude was so angry about what he was seeing in his office that he like lost his shit.
I've got 20, but who cares? No big deal. I want more.
You want shimpamabobs? I've got 20, but who cares? No big deal. I want more. Rainbow Krampus, thank you for being a member. I'm having a good time tonight. Flaming world be damned. Hello, Kiva and Defer. We really need to work on sandwich control laws. Yeah, I love that the US government is using a sandwich attack as a pretext to deploy the military onto the streets of the capital city. That is actually what's happening right now. And, you know, I think I need a night to just kind of process our reality. Seems like a load of baloney to me. They dropped the charges? What? What a twist! What great news! The judge agreed, and he's a veteran! Oh my god! Dude! Air Force veteran! Bringing the sandwich heat! Where are all the other branches, by the way? I want to see what the Army's bringing to the table when it comes to protesting ICE. Wait, what about the Navy? You know?
Do I need concealed carry to walk around with my sandwich in my tum-tum?
I think so. It might have been spicy and therefore a hazard to any white people of sufficiently low constitution. No. Regington Mogus, we talked about how Sandwich Chad worked for the DOJ, but like, he's also a veteran. He also got the charges dropped. And like, hell yeah. What a victory for Sandwich Chad. Here I was feeling really sad all day that poor Sandwich Chad was going to be like the victim of like targeting by this fascist administration. And instead, like, the judge was just like, yeah, no, that's you can't charge this man with a felony. He hit you with a sandwich. That's not a felony. This is great. They should make a movie about Sandwich Chad. Look, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, okay? Because sometimes a Sandwich Chad might be a secret milkshake duck, and I don't want to take that chance. I want to know as little about this man as possible, while understanding the basic facts of how the state is interacting with him. He will have a role in the documentary 20 years from now. I would love that. Yeah, Milkshake Duck. It's a reference to like an internet comic where it's like, oh wow, everyone loves Milkshake Duck, a duck who drinks milkshakes. And then the next panel is just, we regret to inform you that that Milkshake Duck is a racist.
I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. And it's gotta be strong. And it's gotta be fast. And it's gotta have mayo that's light. Do. BWA.
I need a
BWA.
hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. And it's gotta be strong, and it's gotta be fast, and it's gotta have mayo that's light. Do. Hello! Paladin, thank you for the $10 dono! Appreciated. Some parts of the country, you might have to settle for a hoagie. Indeed. Don't get copyrighted. That is a huge compliment, Donkey Man. Also, hello, Donkey Man. I don't recognize your username, but you are welcome.
To celebrate the freedom of Sandwich Chad.
You know, I didn't intend for this stream to have any segments, but honestly, that was such a roller coaster of emotions that the Sandwich Hero needs to be a segment now.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat.